everybody, welcome back to the Real Estate Update. I'm Juan Rodriguez with Juador Realty. This is the August 2024 edition. As we've mentioned in other videos, the real estate market for Hillsborough County, Florida is moving along fairly well. Interest rates have kind of come down recently. They fluctuate every day, but nevertheless, on the long run, they've seemed to be coming down, and a lot of people are predicting lower rates. So, in our opinion, it's a great time to start looking for places, but like we do every month, let's bring you guys the numbers and you'll see what we're talking about. Here we go. The first thing we show you typically first every month is the single family residences sold for Hillsborough County, Florida. And we show you the prior month sales with a year-over-year comparison, okay? We break those into all the sales into categories for the price ranges for easier comparison. So let's look at that. The first group, 0 to almost 200,000, there's a decrease of sales just because there's not that many properties available at that price point. The next group, 200 to almost 400, there's an increase of sales, which is relatively good. But again, the average price home sold for August was actually in the next group. So let's look at that in the 400 to almost 600 range. And the average price sold was about $522,000 now. And that's give or take, give us some change, right? But look at this group here, and you can see there's actually a decrease of sales from the prior year. That's not really that big of a concern. The price drop is relatively small, so we're not really going to give that too much consideration. We just keep our eye on it, right? That's what we do. So the next group, 600 to almost 800, a very slight decrease of sales, but even then, that's still a relatively high price point for properties. So that's in our opinion, very healthy, right? The next group, the 800 to almost 1 million, a slight decrease of sales, but nevertheless, still you can see that the trend is trending upward, right? So there's still a lot of homes sold at that price point. The next group, 1 million plus, again, a decrease of sales, but look at the trend. The trend is showing that over the long run, the homes are increasing at price point and the sales are increasing. So it's not that big of a concern that there's a slight decrease. Look, we're still having a lot of people come down to this area that are coming from places where real estate may be more expensive than here, right? So for them, they're bargains relatively. And that's pretty much direct quotes, more or less from people that we talk to, customers that we've been helping. So everything seems to be moving along in the real estate market. Now, typically what we show you second every month is the days on the market. And we show you this because it's important to show what we call the velocity of the market. How fast do these homes come on the market, go under contract, and of those sell, right? We want to know how fast does that process happen. It happens, like for instance, a couple of years ago, it was happening at a very fast pace, right? When interest rates were super low, and that's, it's good for some people and not so much for others. But, typically we like to see a good balance. But let's look at the graph and you'll see what we're talking about. So here we go. First, the days on the market for Hillsborough County, Florida, August 2024. So all the sales are on this graph. We break them up into the different ranges of days on the market, right? So the big first orange part of the graph here, 0 to 30 days on the market, about 57%, relatively healthy. We like to see that take up at least about half of the market, right? Because what does that mean? That it means that the buyers came to the market. They saw that there's attractive properties at decent prices, not necessarily overpriced, right? They're pretty good, right? So they're going to be scooped up relatively fast, right? There's a lot of the other variables. It could be a house that needs a lot of work, may stay on the market a little bit longer. Who knows? But if everything is priced right, it should sell relatively fast. We like to see the majority in 90 days, but we'll get to that. So the next group, the 31 to 60 days on the market in the green, 20%. Yeah, that's good, right? So right there, between those two, you already have, 77% of the market. Perfect. But we actually like to see at least 90 days and below make up about 75%. Okay, so let's look at the next, the 61 to 90 days, about 11%. So there, those three categories is what we like to see at least make up 75% of the market. In this case, it makes up about 88. Good, we like that, very healthy. The remaining categories at the top, we're not concerned about. They don't really just, have any red flags, concerns, and nothing that we want to really look into or discuss right now. It's relatively small. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, go ahead and reach out to us. We'll respond to you guys as soon as we can. Other than that, happy house hunting or selling, and we'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.